Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining me tonight. I have a fun little fall-ish, Halloweenish, maybe year-round project that I think you might like, I hope. So come hang out with me and see what's going on. Let's see if I can get my thing to pop up. That'd be good. Okay, here we go. All right, we're nearly there. Keyword tonight is owl, O-W-L. And let me find my video really quick, and then we can go. So I'm going to paint this. So this is the insert from the drop-in box frame. Okay, hopefully. Okay. Scared me a little bit. I have it taped down because we're going to paint it. So this is the drop-in. It's just like cardboard, but it's kind of thick. This is the drop-in box frame. If you haven't ever seen it before, this just pops right in there. Okay, it comes with 3 inserts, and they're double-sided. So you can do different designs on them, and you can actually store all 3 of them in there at the same time, which is awesome. Hi, Laura. Hey, Joni. Welcome, ladies. So I have black velvet paste right here. This is like the end of my jar, so I've just been using this as my paint one. I have another jar that I actually use for paste, but I want to get everything out of it. So I'm going to just paint this background black real quick. And I'm going to try my best to not get black paint all over me, but we've met. Okay. I don't know if that's going to be possible. Hopefully I'm not going to leave fingerprints. Let's see if I can do it. Now, I'm also going to attempt to freehand a circle tonight. So, join me if you want to see, if you want to have some laughs and watch me attempt something that I'm not real sure about, then you're in the right place, okay? All right. Oh, darn it. I think I wanted to still use that, but let's try this first before I get fingerprints all over it. Quickly painted that. As you can see, our paste works really great for paint, and it dries real fast too. So I love it for that reason. Well, one of the many reasons that I love it. So again, this is cardboard, okay? It's like chalk suede on the outside, our paper, okay? Which is amazing. It's incredible paper, okay? But it is paper, so keep that in mind. You will want to wax this. If you don't have wax, you should grab some because you'll need it eventually. If you haven't used it yet, you will need it. Glass mat, I just painted on. Let's clean this up really fast. Hi, Sandra. How are you? Welcome. Okay. Easy peasy cleanup. I love it. Okay. Let me just dry it off so that it's not all slick and wet still. Okay. There we go. Now, we're going to wax this. Oops. And this is not my idea. I totally took this idea from another crafter, but I loved it. Isn't it so cute? I love this shirt. I bought it from my friend. She used to have a boutique. And this is one of the shirts in there. And this shirt was really tight whenever I first got it. And now it fits me really great. I love it. Hi, Marie. Yeah, I love this shirt. It's really not something that I would probably buy. Maybe it is. But I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. I have to have it. Hi, Kim. How are you? Okay, so I waxed this. You can see it's kind of shiny now. Okay, it's smooth from the wax. This is the Wise Owl. That's what we're going to use tonight. Now, I want to fuzz this really well, too. Even though I just waxed, that's not going to be the only thing that's going to protect my surface, okay? So, I need to make sure that I fuzz well. Because if not, I could potentially tear the paper, okay? Just keep that in mind. On any kind of paper, you always want to wax. And if you're a club member, definitely keep that in mind for this month's club because the club is paper. Okay, sorry, I was trying to yeah, okay. I was trying to think as I was talking a second ago, so. All right. Now, I'm going to put this down, and I'm not going to use the whole transfer. So there's, oops, on this side, see there's like extra stuff, and at the top corner, just going to do the owl and the branch, I think, that he's sitting on. Where's my squeegee? Here we go. I'm at 40 pounds. So, just this week I hit 40 pounds, which is amazing. I feel so confident. It's amazing. And it's just in time for my wedding. It's been awesome seeing the transformation. And like, I'm not even really in a different size. Really, my jeans fit better. All of my clothes fit better. And I can try stuff on and not fit into it or feel like I'm in a sausage casing. You know what I mean? Okay. Now, again, this is totally stolen from someone else. I loved this idea when I saw it. I had to do it. I am a little scared. So, come along with me. Okay, that was vanilla paste. Okay, that's one of the new colors that we just got. Look how good that owl looks. Now, you could stop here if you want, but are we going to stop? We're not going to stop. Hi, Gwen. How are you? Now, this is literally, I have not done this yet. I did not test it. I did not try it out. I probably should have, but I didn't because I like to embarrass myself in public. And hopefully I don't embarrass myself tonight, but let's go for it, okay? Now, we are going to use the same paste to paint our moon. I am going to draw the moon, okay? I'm going to attempt to draw the moon. Okay, I want to make sure it's good and dry before I start doing the things. Now, I'm just using a pencil, okay? And I want it to be circular. It's kind of circular. Okay, I just literally, I don't know if y'all can even see that. I just like drew a little outline for myself, okay? Now, I'm going to take my paste and I'm going to mix a lot of water with it because I don't want it to be the same exact color as my owl is. I want it to be a lot lighter than that, so I'm just doing it. I shouldn't have probably done it in the lid with the new jar, but whatever. It's fine. It'll be fine. Okay. Now, I want this to be watered down. And I think that's pretty good. All right. Now, I am using my Artist Tool Set brush, the small one for this part. I use the big one to paint the background. Now, this is why I wanted it to be watered down so that it wouldn't be exactly the same color as my owl. And I think it's pretty good. I don't want a bunch of brush strokes though, so I'm trying to work those out. Oops. As I go. Okay. And then I'm just tapping my brush around the limbs, trying to get in there, but not overpower it so that you can still see the limbs, okay? And then I'm going to leave the black background on the owl, okay? Now, you could totally do a different color, a yellow or something, if you wanted to get it more of a Halloween type moon. But I'm literally copying this from someone else, so this is what she did, and I am obsessed with it. Hopefully mine's gonna turn out half as good as hers was. So I'm just like shading basically around the limbs, okay? I'm really not going full throttle because I don't want to mess up the paste, okay? But I am kind of tapping on there, and it's kind of giving it a little bit of a creepy vibe, and I'm here for it, okay? All right, here we go. Hi, Tina. How are you? Welcome. Hi, Rainy. How are you? Hi, Joanne. Welcome. Thanks for joining me tonight. I hope y'all had a good day today. Y'all, so last night, before I got on my live, these workers showed up to my neighborhood, at like, it was probably at 6 o'clock that they got here, okay? And so behind my house, there's a big ditch, okay? A drainage ditch for the neighborhood, which is awesome because we don't have back neighbors, okay? It's super cool. We have, our whole yard is fenced, which is also great. But anyway, so we have this drainage ditch behind us, and these guys showed up at like 6 p.m. yesterday to clear that ditch out, okay, since the hurricane. They were here until like 9:45 last night, y'all. And Chris had a training that he had to go to today in Austin, which is about 2.5 hours away. He had to be there at 7, so he left here at like 3:30 in the morning, okay? So anyway, he's trying to sleep, and these guys were here, and oh gosh, I just totally dropped my paintbrush. I'm glad I didn't hit any other part of this. Which I thought was super rude, that they showed up so late. So I'm just trying to smooth this out a little bit and make it a little bit more, not look like I painted it, and more moon-like. I think it sort of looks like a moon though. And my paint strokes almost look like the, spots on the moon too. So I'm not hating it. I'm really digging this. Okay. So that's that. That's all I'm doing here, I think, with that. Now, I did mess up, and I put my paintbrush already in my jar over here with water. So I'm going to just take a clean brush, and I don't know what's happened to this brush. It's got some kind of, I don't know what's up with it. But take a clean brush and literally just a little bit of paint on it. Okay, I'm actually kind of dabbing it off. And I'm going to dry brush my frame, okay? Because this frame is far too clean and white. I don't mind a bright white frame for some things, but not for this project. So anyway, yeah, those guys were here, and I was real annoyed. My dogs, both dogs were freaking out. And Chris was trying to sleep, and both dogs are barking incessantly and losing it. And Ivy's dog, she gets freaked out real easily. And so she was in her kennel in the living room, and normally she's fine in there. But she was moving around so much in that kennel. So this is just not perfect or anything, but it's fine. She was really scared. Okay, so I got my little flashlight and I walked down there and I'm like, excuse me. What are you doing? Oh, you're in Pearland. I'm in Conroe. Thanks for hanging out with me. That's awesome. I love local people. So anyway, yeah, I walked down there at like 9 o'clock and I'm like, excuse me, it's 9 o'clock. How long are you guys going to be at this? Because we're trying to go to bed. Look how good that looks. That, I am super proud of this. And this is double-sided, so you could use the other side and just flip it. Now, don't look at my little, I have little Velcro dots on here. But y'all, look how good that is. I'm loving this. So comment OWL now to get yours. But yeah, I walked down there and I told them to pack it up. So that's what I did last night. Isn't this super cute? I hope y'all love it. Comment OWL to get your own and make sure that you sign up to be my Perks member to save 30%. Okay? Okay. I love you. Bye. Make sure you come hang out with me some more. See ya.